Hello students, welcome to the class. I'm Yogita. Our subject is CNET Nursing Education for Nurses, and today we are going to learn about a classroom method of teaching. In that first method we are going to learn is the lecture method. Now this lecture, it means a formal talk. A talk is given by a well experienced person. He may be addressing a small group or a large group. Whatever ideas he had, his knowledge he is sharing with the group is called lecture. Now, commonly, teaching a lesson, yeah, like presenting a lesson or teaching a such matter, commonly people are using a synonymous called lecturing. Please stop lecturing me. See, commonly we use in our talk that you're talking too much to me. You're telling your knowledge, your information to me. See, this is what called lecture. Now, if you see the definition of lecture, lecture is a presentation of fact or ideas or thought of a person in a well organized manner. It's done by a experienced person. Now, again we can see a two-way of lecturing here. One-way method of communication and two-way method of communication. If the lecturer he is talking by all alone, it's a one-way method of communication. See what I'm doing. Example, I am doing a one-way method of communication. Only I am talking. Now, two-way method of communication is where the lecturer is talking. Meantime, we can see that there will be involvement of students. It's a group discussion, asking question, clarifying their doubts. So this method is called two-way of communication. Next, now, what are the different types of lecture? Different types of lecture. Now, here we can see ideal lecture and classical lecture and experiential lecture. Now, ideal lecture means here individual willingly go and attend the lecture where the one who is giving the lecture is presenting his beliefs and his ideas and whatever his knowledge he is sharing. Here both the parties are responsible to pursue the knowledge. For example, now you might have seen the politicians. See, when they will give a speech, people randomly they will go and present there and attend that speech. Next is classical lecture. Now, classical lecture means it's a systematic traditional way of lecture which will take place in the classroom where student need to attend that class so that they will understand the concept and they get a good marks in their exams. To get a grade, they need to attend the lecture. A third one is experiential lecture. Here, before you just receive the experience, you are obtaining a lecture. It is called experiential lecture. Now, what are the factors influence this lecture? Mainly we can see a learner factor, subject factor, environmental factor and psychological factor. The learner factor is related to a learner previous knowledge, his interest, his level of attitude towards the subject, his level of intelligence. Such factors will influence. Subject factors like what is the content, whether it is a simple topic, complex topic, or too much to learn in that particular subject, that will interfere. Physical factors like physical environment, classroom, infrastructure, lighting, ventilation, any mic system you're using or such kind of audiovisual aids that may be interferes your lecturing. Then emotional factors like your mood, your interest, your habit, and the feelings whatever you have towards the subject, and you're like if mentally you're tired, you're exhausted, then definitely this learning will be difficult. So these all are the factors which interferes your lecture method. Next, the purpose of lecture method. Definitely it is easy to do, very economic. A lecture method is one of the oldest method what we're using in the teaching learning process. Everyone can be used. It's very economic. It requires a less time for the preparation. We can cover the large crowd, minimum expenditures. To start, okay, to give introduction about the new topic, we can use this lecture method. We can arouse the interest in a student. We can stimulate, we can guide the students with the help of lecture method. And a teacher can easily catch hold the classrooms. Teacher able to manage the classroom with the help of lecture method. What are the strategies to make this lecture method? If you see the strategy, first is preparation, sequence, organizing the material, presentation, summary, and evaluation. So this is what required in your lecture method. Now first is preparation. Now here, to prepare the class, a teacher has to get ready. She need to prepare the entire concept, what she is going to teach. She need to set a general objective, specific objective of your class, what's the class strength, what is their previous knowledge level, whether they have any information about that topic, whether the first time they're listening, or how do you introduce your topic. Now for example, you may want to introduce your cardiac system, you want to take a class on anatomy and physiology of your heart. In that time you can get a model to that heart model to the class. See, such kind of ideas is required, a preparation, and how long it takes, how you will have a control over your class, everything should be planned by your teacher. This is called preparation. Then a sequence. Your class has to go in a sequence. Arrange the material one by one so that you're not missing a track and going somewhere else. Your material is systematically organized. Sequence is required. Organization of your material. How do you start your class? How do you present your ideas? What activity you will use in between? When you will give a break? How long you will give a break? All these matters should be systematically organized. Next is presentation. Presentation is nothing but a teacher is presenting the topic, what she has prepared and come. Giving a lecture on a topic, create the interest among the students. Student must be interested, excited to learn the things, and at minimum 20 minutes you need to catch the attention of a student. Otherwise it's quite difficult. See, I'm trying my maximum to hold your attention maximum from 8 to 10 minutes, so that within that duration you can pay the attention. See, this is what presentation. In that time, before the student's mind get diverted to somewhere else, teacher need to present the topic. Then finally come for the summary. In summary, you are just summarizing what you discussed in that class. So you are able to understand that you have completed all the topic what you wanted to take. Then evaluation, it will help you to understand whether your student is really understood or not. You can ask some questions, we can have a peer evaluation, or you can ask them to write some question answers, you can ask them fill in the blanks, something you can do so that you are able to understand whether the student is able to understood what class you took or not. Next comes the advantage. Definitely it has got a lot of advantage. It's very economic, simple to do, no time consuming, you can plan the class accordingly, and teacher need very less preparation if they already know the matter. If they already have a mastery of the subject, teacher require a very less time to prepare, and teacher will be confident by it. It may be because of their previous experience, so that will be make the teacher to take confidently present the class, and you can have a control over a large group. You can present your ideas very easily. Any kind of new topic can be presented with the help of lecture method. Next is disadvantages. See, when the group is too big, you may not able to focus attention one to one. You may be miss some group. You may be go to only a small group and focus to them. Maybe you may stand in one place. You may not move around to the class. You may talk only with the students whom you like or those who are considered bright in the class. Sometimes time consuming. Your lecture method, maybe you started to talk something, but you are going to speak something else. You maybe miss your track. And what else? Teacher. If teacher is talking a loud voice or too slow voice, a soft voice, because of this again students may not get exactly what you are delivering your speech. Student may not able to get the content. Sometimes it will be a poor lecturing that teacher is running around the bush. There is no exact content. Simply you are talking something, but students will be really lose the interest. So these all are the disadvantage of your lecture method. See, I hope you understood. I'll summarize. Lecture method is nothing but a well-trained, experienced person is presenting an idea or fact in a well-organized manner. And the type of lecture method is ideal lecture, okay, experiential lecture and classical lecture. And factors affecting lecture method is learners factor, psychological factor, subject matter factor, and emotional factor. Then strategy of lecture method is preparation, sequence, organization of matter, presentation, summary and evaluation. Then definitely advantage and disadvantage about lecture method. Please keep watching so that we learn all the other classroom methods of teaching. Thank you all.